the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Looking at the Thunder, they come into this game having won 3 straight, looking to make it 4. We'll see if they can get it done. Really powering through this last leg of the season, Shaq, this late in the game, are there any final adjustments that the top teams can make before the playoffs start?
Yeah, you got to polish up your rotations. And if the guys absolutely need rest, give it to them, Ernie. Take a nap like this.
Take a nap.
He's really sleeping.
I see.
He's really sleeping.
As long as he doesn't snore, he
is really legitimately sleeping.
It's amazing.
He mentioned it, fell asleep, just like that.
He's got, everyone has a different mental state, as Shaq just showed. And for the playoffs, you have to have a really good one. And there's a lot of sleeper teams in the playoffs still left. And I have a sleeping bunch here. Back to you, Kevin. I'm kind of tired, too.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
We have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And you look at this team, 17 games back from the top seed. We'll see how far they can make it.
Yeah, and these fans could not be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has kind of captured the entire public's imagination, and the level of enthusiasm, man, is off the charts.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we all know how hard Russell Westbrook plays every night. Coach Billy Donovan said he plays with such force and passion. He gets so intense, so competitive, so emotional, but he's doing a good job of bringing himself back together and understanding there's other guys out there depending on him. Kevin?
And that's how Russ has always been, D.A., a high-motor player who leaves it all out on the floor. We're toward the end of the year now. Some clear playoff teams need to choose between playing injured starters, maybe earning a higher seed, or Brent, more importantly perhaps, resting up and being truly healthy for the playoffs. Which is more important? That's a tough one.
I think you have to really start to look at the team, Kevin, in the construct of veteran players versus young players. What kind of experience collectively have they had in the postseason? At some point, if you have a veteran team, the health of your team is most important. You always have faith that whatever you do on a nightly basis as a veteran team, that your game will travel. So I think teams lean on the side of health this time of year.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, the tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 3. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Ingles against George. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight. Here's
Rubio. 17 points for him last game against Portland. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles against George.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Rubio against Westbrook. Dishes to George. Adams with the screen on Ingles. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Over Anthony. The shot, no good. And so here is Oklahoma City. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And here's Rubio after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's the floater. That one's not going to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Mitchell dishes to Favors. Excellent D there from Anthony.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Westbrook. Anthony against Favors. Anthony right side. Here's Brewer. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Brewer's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jazz trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gobert with a screen on George. Ingles kicks to Favors. There's the screen. No good, unable to end this run.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Mitchell passes to Rubio. Here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert. Utah gets it back. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Rubio dishes to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Favors. Gobert in the corner. Rubio outside. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. Another shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The lead pushed to double digits. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
And you hit it right on the head. And as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break, checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Thunder.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Rubio with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Knocks down the three ball.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, George. There's the pass to Westbrook. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Favors. Over Brewer. A second chance effort, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
George, no good.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Mitchell dishes to Rubio. Favors with the screen. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Over Anthony. Favors can't get it to go.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Pass to Westbrook. Three-pointer. Utah with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
Now, here's George. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Jazz trail by 9. Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Ingles kicks to Favors. Right through the D for the layup.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And Brewer kicks to Westbrook. Over Rubio. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
Ingles in the corner. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Utah shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy, who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside, Brett.
How long's my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good. And guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
That free throw good from Anthony. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix,
What a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
And Anthony drops them both.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
Utah calls timeout. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Mitchell. Utah with a fresh 24. Count it.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Felton kicks to Patterson. Patterson, the screen, the feed to Anthony. Patterson, a screen on Crowder. Clock at 6. Anthony against Crowder. Good work defensively by Crowder. Jazz trail by 8. Fades and shoots. And Anthony sends it back. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Anthony, the pass to Felton. Anthony dishes to Grant. Patterson setting the pick for Grant. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time. So many coaches from the college ranks that have come up to the NBA and not been quite as successful as the run that gave them that opportunity. Billy Donovan certainly has found success early on here in Oklahoma City. Great couple years for him to begin his professional coaching career.
For Utah, they have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That's good from Exum. Several playoff appearances, even when losing a major star like Durant. Donovan certainly has shown he's more than capable at the NBA level.
I think Billy Donovan did a great job of leaning on what the assistant coaching staff for his ball club has to offer him. Tons of experience there, and so he opened his ears and listened to those things and then chose what he wanted to implement within his system. It also doesn't hurt that Russell Westbrook has stuck around, Kevin.
And so he makes both from the line. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Felton kicks to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. Patterson, a screen on Crowder. Anthony, the pass to Patterson. The Thunder with another miss.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Mitchell. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Crowder, a screen on Felton. Pass to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ferguson's checked in for Anthony. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Felton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Patterson, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Felton can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 6. They set the pick. Exum kicks to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Patterson. Grant against Crowder. Shoots over Grant. The rebound by Patterson. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Abrinas. Grant up top, defended by Crowder. Patterson setting the pick for Felton. Shoots over Crowder. Felton can't get that one to fall. Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert, the screen. Back to O'Neal. Kicks it to Exum. To the middle, and stolen by Patterson. Shot to end this cold run. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. That one, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get, so it never seemed to faze them.
Now, here is O'Neal. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Gobert. That's short off the rim. Now, here's Felton. Over Exum. Felton can't get it to go. Mitchell. A shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Exum is out there with Mitchell. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Crowder in at the 4. Patterson, that's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas. And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
Here is Felton. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. There's the three. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Jazz trail by 7. Down low. Here's Gobert. And he overshot that one, missing. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. So that creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open three for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin, positionless.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Grant, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Raymond Felton. Well, one thing the Thunder have always done well is control the glass. Good rebounding team.
Well, the Thunder are great candidates to end up near the top for both offensive and defensive rebounds, and it certainly helps when Russell Westbrook is tearing down over 10 boards a game. It's a complete effort with this ball club, and they have guys who are willing to stick their nose in it.
Now Westbrook, after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. Westbrook passes to Ferguson. Screen by Adams. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Rubio. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for Oklahoma City. And Rubio kicks to Jerebko. He dishes it to Rubio. There's a screen. Exum passes to Crowder. Rubio against Westbrook. Shot, high post. But they'll get another chance. And Rubio kicks to Exum. Feeds it to Rubio. Back to Favors. Crowder dishes to Jerebko. Another miss by Utah. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Abrinas kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Rubio. And it's Westbrook again missing. For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Crowder, the pass to Exum. Rubio with it. Westbrook picks him up. And Rubio kicks to Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Favors got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Westbrook kicks to Abrinas. Back to Westbrook. And the pass to Abrinas. Back to Westbrook. Over Rubio. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Easy to say, hard to do. You got to put a body on Westbrook to get his athleticism away from the offensive glass.
And the Jazz call time here.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected
this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Favors.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Anthony. And here's the fast break. And Russell Westbrook again. And now it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
There's a good screen. The wide open look here for Ingles. Nailed from three-point land. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Rubio kicks to Jerebko. Westbrook against Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Favors with the screen. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Adams quick off his feet there. With that size and length, tough to shoot over.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Screen by Adams. George dishes to Anthony. Hangs, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Anthony. Hey, Brent, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both.
Well, offense is sometimes what you get paid for, Kevin, but defense is where you need a buy-in. And so to me, it's always the defense and the way that you construct that camaraderie on that end of the floor, that communication on that end of the floor that's going to make the difference in your season.
Don't you love two-way players, though, guys that play hard at both ends? It's hard to do, but the guys that do it well really stand out.
Well, it's not football, Kevin. There's two sides that you have to play in basketball, and certainly the more equipped that you are to play both, the more playing time you're going to see for a coach.
Now, here's Rubio, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. It's Crowder on the wing, defended by George. Crowder with another miss.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories. A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
And that one misses. And for Westbrook and his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Granny says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision-making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
Now, here's Rubio. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Crowder kicks to Ingles. Back to Crowder. Favors with a screen on George. From deep, Ingles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds now in this one. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Crowder. And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. George has got 4 points in the quarter. Jazz trail by 17. And Rubio kicks to Jerebko. Outside, Favors. He feeds it to Rubio. Ingles in the corner. Favors with the screen. They need this. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Favors has got 8 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Westbrook against Rubio. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
A different look for Utah. Gobert comes in for Jerebko. And O'Neal subbed in for Jay Crowder. Now Rubio. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Westbrook. The dish to Brewer. Anthony sets the pick for Brewer. Back to Westbrook. Brewer with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Memphis. Anthony's shot is off. Jazz trail by 15. Rubio outside. Ingles with a screen on Westbrook. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Favors with the screen. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Dishes to George. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Stolen by Westbrook. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Mitchell, he's checked in for Joe Ingles.
One shot, behind the lanes.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Favors with a screen on Anthony. Rubio dishes to Favors. over Anthony. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And it's 9 points for George.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second. This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line, and a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by George.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Adams' shot is off. The Thunder, a strong team at getting points off free throws, Brent. It helps having Cantor, who's also good at drawing fouls.
Well, we see how much a team can have success just stealing easy points from the free throw line. So most teams that are near the top in terms of finding free throw attempts per game find their way into postseason play. The Thunder have set that trend. Westbrook's aggressiveness, Cantor on the inside, and Adams playing aggressive around the rim.
Now, here's George. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Westbrook against Rubio. He kicks to Favors. They set the screen. Passes to Mitchell. Over Brewer. Offensive rebound. Favors passes to Gobert. And the shot goes in. Gobert's got 11 points.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Thunder lead by 18. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, one thing is extremely clear. Westbrook loves being the number 1 option. He's become a triple-double machine. And when he wants to, he can lock down guys any position.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Jazz trail by 18. They've got Paul George. Adams is out there with Anthony. Then there's Brewer. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now, here's Ingles. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Mitchell. Now, here's Ingles. Gobert, the screen. Shot clock at 3. Mitchell's shot is good.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job and challenging it.
Now here's Anthony. Shot off the screen. Misses off the left iron.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see them. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range. The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Here's Westbrook following the three-pointer by Utah. Shoots over Rubio. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 20.
I'm not sure the opposing team's coaching staff has a tactic to slow down Russell Westbrook.
Gobert, the screen. There's the pick. Favors with the screen on Anthony. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. The feed now to Mitchell. Off target from outside. The Thunder leading by 14. In the corner, it's Brewer. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
Here's Mitchell. He has 6. Back to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. The Thunder leading by 16. And Brewer kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Got a piece of it from about 16. Goes back up. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Anthony kicks to George. Adams with the screen on Ingles. Clock at 4. 4-3, Westbrook. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Mitchell's got 8.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be. That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged a bullet there.
And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the anticipation for steals that Westbrook shows, I mean, maybe playing point guard paying off on the defensive end to help create that fast break.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Different look for Utah. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors, and it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Gobert the screen. Crowder sets a screen for Ingles. Exum kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Here's Ferguson. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's no doubt that the three-point shot and its selection for Russell Westbrook is something that he'd like to be more consistent with.
Jazz trail by 16. Exum kicks to Crowder. Pass to Gobert. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Patterson. Here's Abrinas. He averages about 5 points a game. Off the pick. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Mitchell. Following the score by Oklahoma City. 5 on the clock. Here's Exum. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Kicks it to Patterson. And it's Abrinas in the corner. He dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Abrinas. From outside the arc. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Abrinas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Exum with it. Westbrook picks him up. Gobert with a screen on Anthony. Gobert the screen. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Yarebko's checked in for Joe Ingles.
Shooting 1.
Hey, Brent, for college players who decide to stay in school for their junior and senior years, in some cases it's been hurting their draft stock. Sometimes it helps. Can you talk about why we see a difference in the two?
I think what happens, Kevin, is that in any given collegiate season, that next year, there's another opportunity for a brand new crop of players, maybe not the star guys that are going into college as freshmen, but guys who just played their freshman year or in their sophomore season take their next step. And so guys who are juniors and seniors might be looked at as not advancing fast enough or not as much potential, with guys a year behind them being better players.
Now Jerebko after the missed three from Jay Crowder. There's the three. It's good from long range. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Anthony. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a look here at the shot chart for Westbrook.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Thunder making a change here. Felton's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Jerebko kicks to Mitchell. Feeds to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Utah. And there's the pass to Crowder. Here's Mitchell. He's got 14. For the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 14 points now in the second half.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Back to Anthony. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Crowder. Crowder with another miss. The Thunder leading by 9.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Here's Ferguson. The Thunder with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Exum dishes to Jerebko. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Now Jerebko still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Gobert. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And Utah with a change here, too. O'Neal's checked in. The Thunder leading by 6. Felton kicks to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. Crowder against Anthony. Off the pick. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And such a dynamic offensive threat is Carmelo Anthony. That time working well off the screen.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Exum with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. Crowder connects from three-point range. Crowder's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Patterson setting the pick for Anthony. Now, here's Grant. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
The Jazz have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That's good from Exum. Brewer is checked in for Oklahoma City. Exum hits them both.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Patterson, the screen. Felton kicks to Patterson. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. The dish now to Gobert. Passes it to Crowder. He feeds it to Mitchell. Back to Crowder for the tie. He can't hit that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. 1:52 left to play in the third. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Jazz shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And here's Exum. He's got 6. In the corner, Crowder with it. And it's all evened up. Crowder's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Patterson. Here's the screen. Outside for Felton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Felton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dishes it to Crowder. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Exum passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell, covered by Brewer. Off the pick, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Patterson setting the pick for Felton. Patterson, the screen, off the pick. That one a little long. Utah trailing here.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 18 points just in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
On the wing, Brewer. He kicks to Patterson. For 3, Felton, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Yeah. T-Y, what up? Ali, what up? Living like, yeah. Living like Khaled.
Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now, trust each other, and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. Do you think his team is listening?
Well, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. O'Neal is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Favors, and it's Mitchell in at the 2 spot. O'Neal against George. Screen by Grant, and George kicks to Felton. It's deflected. Here's the break. O'Neal against George. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Favors passes to O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Brewer. There's the feed to Felton. Doesn't go either for Felton.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Favors with the screen. Rubio against Adams. Pass to Mitchell. Favors with a screen on Grant. O'Neal dishes to Crowder. Shoots the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here's Brewer. Pass to George. That shot off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rubio left side. Taken away by Felton. And Felton with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Felton's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And Rubio kicks to Favors. They set the pick. Felton against Crowder. Over Felton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Crowder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz. Felton kicks to Grant. Inside. And Felton with the basket on the assist by George. And it's 7 points for Raymond Felton.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Rubio the pass to Favors. Favors with the screen. It's taken away by Brewer. And now running up the court, Brewer pushing it up.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by Oklahoma City. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. That's going to send Ricky Rubio to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And Ricky Rubio, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates. But, I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot. And maybe he doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Anthony's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton. That free throw good from Rubio. And Greg, for Rubio, his defense is something that isn't talked about but is certainly present all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart, fast, he moves his feet well, and has terrific anticipation with his hands. Great playing both on and off the ball, and just aware of his spacing and a player's tendencies.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the paint, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Anthony against Favors. Right side, Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Mitchell. Ingles with the ball. George picks him up. The shot's good from Jerebko. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
There's the double team with Westbrook.
Jump ball. Good. You two players.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Kicks it to Adams. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Jerebko kicks to Ingles. He dishes it to Jerebko. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Ingles. Defended by George.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jazz trail by 3. Rubio outside. Feeds to Favors. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rubio against Westbrook. Now the pass to George. George missing again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. And here's George for 3. Sinks the triple. George has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Rubio with it. Now Anthony defending. Rubio dishes to Favors. Takes the 13-footer, and Utah again with the bucket.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
Westbrook kicks to Adams over Jerebko, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Derek Favors.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Steven Adams can have an impact on the game, certainly defensively, certainly with the screen setting. But how about the character of the center of this basketball team? One of the most quotable players in the league, and he'll never hold back from speaking his mind in an interview. Gotta love his disposition.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And with Adams being so likable and quotable, a lot of it has to do with his incredible wit.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Steven Adams talk show once his career is finished. Or maybe not. Maybe before his career is finished. But when you're the younger sibling, you usually come up with a very refined sense of humor.
Right. Like you, Brent.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that, it allows your team to excel.
No good on the second free throw. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men and switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Utah with the ball, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Gobert the screen. Rubio in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, this is a tough one. The D is giving up way too many open looks, guys, and they're paying for it.
Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. George double teamed. Here's Brewer. Off target from three-point range. Jazz leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 5. Screen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to Adams. George against Ingles. Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by Favors. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Mitchell passes to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Rubio misses.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Now Westbrook. There's the dish to George. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ingles. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Utah. They're on an 11-3 run. Rubio outside. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Westbrook kicks to George. Screen by Adams. Here's Anthony. Can't capitalize on the good pick. Utah leading by 5. Stolen by George. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Anthony drives in. It's good. Anthony's got 20 points.
Carmelo Anthony with the game changer.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Gobert the screen. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. .11 left in the fourth quarter.
Melo using all of his length to stretch that one out there. Good job contesting that shot.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook dishes to George. He feeds it to Anthony. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Melo with another moment.
Gobert with the screen on Westbrook. To the left wing. Gobert the screen. Here's Favors, and Anthony sends it back. George against Ingles. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
There's a screen. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from Anthony. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 1. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
Get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
He's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Westbrook passes to George. Anthony right side. Over Favors. Can't cash in. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.